Well, hello. Over the next few minutes, I hope to explain to you why you should consider participating in our free funding proposal process. And in fact, I'll show you how to access a minimum of 100,000, certainly could be more, guaranteed in business funding with no out-of-pocket cost. So with this screen, I'm going to describe the three steps, the process that we're going to go through. If you've not participated, you can go to fundingproposal.org. If you need to call us, you can see our phone number on the screen. But let's go through the three steps, starting with get a free funding proposal. Secondly, how we're going to build the business fundability. And then thirdly, and finally, how to qualify for those large capital raises. So again, on fundingproposal.org, and there's also a link on 509pacific.org, but this is where you're going to complete a simple one-page app so we can do these things for you. The top of the one-page app asks about business information. If you don't have it or don't have all of that information, it's all optional. The bottom half is going to be someone that's called a key person, someone that owns 20% or more of the business. Shouldn't take you more than 2 to 3 minutes to complete the simple one-page app. Our process is designed to have no out-of-pocket costs for you to get funding offers. We believe that most people would rather pay for results versus promises. So the entire process is not free. We do charge a performance fee based upon the capital raised, but that is again paid after the capital is raised. Of course, we don't want to bang up your credit. There are no hard inquiries to get offers. There's no minimum credit score, and that's what's innovative. One of the things that's innovative about this approach is that literally everyone will receive at least one offer. There are no minimum credit scores to participate. The offers will be generated, presented to you. You accept the ones that you want, decline those that you don't. No obligation. We're going to be able to access 100,000 or more on that first tranche of funding. You'll get funding decisions right away, and the funding can be as soon as one day. Certainly should never be more than just a couple days to get this first tranche, this first round of funding. So these are unrestricted funds that come to you. And in fact, if you needed and wanted, you could set some of this aside to fund the balance of your capital raise. So that takes us over to the second step, how we're going to build business fundability. Because when we get the funding proposal, that's starting with where we are, and then we need to build business fundability get over to step three to raise that large amount of capital. So if we want business funding, we need to have a fundable business. That's exactly what we do. Our team of attorneys and paralegals are going to work with you legally and ethically to build a fundable business, and the process is designed to have no out-of-pocket cost to you. What it comes down to for business fundability is commonly referred to as the three C's: credit, collateral, and capacity. We help with all three of those. So we can either use your business or we can provide you a shelf corp, and with it, we'll make sure that it's strong from a business credit perspective by adding trade lines. So we have a strong Paydex score with Dun& Bradstreet and so forth. The second C is collateral. Included in the process as we transfer assets to you, because lenders are going to typically want to look at your balance sheet, which will help you create, and make sure that your business looks strong and you have collateral to pledge. And then the third C is called capacity, sometimes called cash flow, and we also contribute that. So that's very interesting that we're taking you from where you are legally and ethically building out the business, whether it be your current entity or one of the shelf corps we have available, using the three C's. So with that, that takes us over to the third and final step. Now we're going to be able to qualify for those large capital raises, and the program is designed again to have no out-of-pocket cost to get to that destination. You'll be able to gain access to large business loans and or lines of credit under your EIN. Many, many different types of funding options. And again, design the whole process to fund itself to be no out-of-pocket cost to you. And we guarantee the funding in writing. So, of course, you're not going to have any upfront costs, but also you're not going to waste your time. We guarantee you follow the process, it will work. So you might ask, well, why would you want to work with us? Well, first of all, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We've received and we're administering a grant. We are licensed, bonded, and insured. So you know that we're going to do what we promise to do. Our model is a legal-based model using attorneys and paralegals. We are actually in the position as a technical advisor, so we can legally and ethically guarantee everyone that participates a minimum of 100,000. Certainly, we can pursue a higher capital raise if you wish. Again, anyone can participate. There's no minimum credit scores, no minimum time in business. We're going to help you get that first tranche of offers right away. And again, everyone receives at least one offer. And then, as I described in the prior screen, we're going to legally and ethically help you build out a fundable business addressing the three C's, either using your entity, your business, or we can provide you a shelf corp if you prefer. And then, most importantly, while our program isn't free, it is designed to have no out of pocket cost, and you're only paying for results, which most people appreciate. Last slide here as we wrap it up. So let's take a look at these three simple steps to get a minimum of 100,000 guaranteed, but certainly could be more based upon what your wants and needs are. Let's go through these three steps one more time just to make sure that we're all on the same page. We need to start with a free funding proposal. And again, you can get that on fundingproposal.org or on our nonprofit website, 509pacific.org. So that's where we need to start. If you've already done that, great. If not, that's what we need to do next. Now, also on 509pacific.org, there are other resources. You can see success stories. You can learn about some of our key lending partners, see what interest rates are out there, and so forth. And then we also have an affiliate program. It's optional, but if you'd like to get paid 5 points, 5% for referring others, you can do so there. So once you've completed that funding proposal, which is step one, then one of our legal team's going to reach out to you. A real person's going to pick up the phone and call you, and that he or she will then review with you your first tranche of offers and help you get that first round of financing right away. Normally, you'll get that first tranche in 1, 2, 3 days. Certainly should not be more than a week, but very quickly. So now we have completed the initial goal of getting you the first tranche. Now we need to build out the business, as I described, building out the three C's so we legally and ethically qualify for that larger capital raise. So now at this point, you're going to be working with one of our funding advisors. Most of our funding advisors are prior SBA advisors, and we have great experience in building out fundable businesses for the larger capital raise. Again, if we want business funding, we need to have a fundable business. That's what we do. That's how we help you. And we can assist you again with the three C's. So if you need additional collateral, we can provide that. If we need to add trade lines to build your business credit, we can do that. If we need to build bank deposits to look better on paper, we can provide that. And while not all types of business funding care about personal credit, if personal credit is an issue, what's included through the grant is a free credit sweep on the personal side. So we have also access to innovative sources of funding that you might not be familiar with that can be faster and frankly easier to qualify for. So at this point, I hope you understand the process. It's legal, it's credible, it's guaranteed, it's designed to have no out-of-pocket cost. Now's the opportunity to go ahead and just take a couple minutes, follow through the steps, and let's get you some initial funding. Then let's build out the business, whether it be yours or one of the shelf corps we have, to qualify for a large capital raise. Thank you so much, and we look forward to working with you. Bye bye.